Hey everybody, this is Paul from Scarlet Amps. We're just hanging out in the shop this evening. It's Friday night. Sometimes I just goof around and kind of experiment with stuff. Here's something I noticed a little bit ago, and maybe you've always noticed that the weather, maybe you always suspected that the weather played a big part in like the sound of your guitar. Maybe, you played on an outside stage on a hot day and man, it just sounded really great. Or something about when it's cold, there's just something sounds different. Anyway, well, you're not crazy. It's real. We're looking right now at a P90 without the cover. This was from an Epiphone, so it's nothing special. P90 pickup. It's hooked up to this Agilent LCR meter, and right now it's set to read the DC resistance of the pickup, which is kind of, the measurement you see in websites and stuff about how hot a pickup is. The higher the DC resistance, the hotter, the pickup is. There's other factors like the magnet type and what kind of pickup it is, but it's a way that you can sort of handily compare sort of apples to apples, I guess. So anyway, but for our purposes, we're going to just get this reading right now of the room temperature, P90, 8.58K. So 8.6K, close enough. Now let's say you left it in your car and it got really hot. I've got a heat gun right here. See it? We're going to heat up this pickup. Not too much because we don't want to melt it. But you can see it starts to go up. The coils are on here. There we go. That's pretty warm. That's about like if you left your guitar in the car on a hot day, or it was sitting on an outside stage in the sun or something. And you can see it went up to 8.9K. I mean, that's a pretty significant boost just from the temperature of it. So what does that mean? I mean, that means with a higher DC resistance, will that lead to more induction? I mean, pickups are inductors. They induct the magnetic field. Oh wow, we're up to 9K now as the heat kind of sinks in. They induct the magnetic field from the strings vibrating and transfer that as an electrical signal into your amplifier and all the other stuff, and you hear the sound. So does that mean it's going to induce more? Well, this meter has a way to measure inductance. So if we go over here and change this to the automatic thing, let's see, that's K. There we go, Henrys. Henrys is the measure of inductance. So right now, with this thing being kind of warm, 5.8 Henrys. Oh, also at 1 kilohertz. Henrys is a measurement at a frequency. So if we heat it up a little more, you can see the number is rising. So yes, temperature does change the inductance of a pickup. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting and something that you might have always thought you noticed, but maybe you thought you were crazy. Maybe you didn't know if it was real. Maybe, whatever. Well, it is real. So, good evening.